Hi there everybody and welcome to our video. My name's Aaron and I'm here with my colleague Mike, and we're going to be talking about parallel synthesis, so maximising your hot plate. As you can see, we're distanced, but you know, that's just because we did it anyway, before March, before 2020 anyway. We don't like each other that much. Only a joke. So today we want to talk about what kit Asynt have, our experiences with parallel synthesis.
Yeah, so a lot of you will be familiar with our single position DrySyn. Here we've got the DrySyn Scholar. When I was at Bath, Aaron sold me a couple of DrySyn Classic kits, so I'm a big familiar user back in the day. But I think one of the limiting factors in laboratories is often the fume covered space, and trying to get as many reactions on one hot plate is something that we've been looking at Asynt for quite a while, and we've got quite a few neat solutions. Aaron, do you want to talk us through?
Exactly. So I sowed the seed early with Mike and got him onto DrySyn, and he never looked back in his PhD, and also came to work for us also. And in my experience in research, I was doing my PhD was in catalyst screening, so I really wanted as much as I could out of my two precious stirrer plates and my fume hood. So as brilliant as doing a single flask reaction was, I didn't realise how many alternatives there were out there, and here is just a small array of what's possible to really make the most out of your hot plate.
Yeah, during my PhD it was medchem focused, and my final steps, I was making about 0.5 milligram of material with various analogues. Something like the DrySyn Octo or our reaction vial inserts would have been absolutely fantastic for me then. Really wish I had one of those. But yeah, should we run through some of the features?
Yeah. So on a single hot plate, let's now move to parallelize our hot plate, and even just with multiple flask reactions, maybe in the process chemistry, or if you're doing some kind of scale up and you still want to do multiple reactions on a single hot plate, this system where you can do 3 500 mils on a single hot plate stirrer is brilliant. So this is one of the multi-range 4 flasks. But not only that, I think vials are so much easier to use nowadays because you don't have to worry about washing, and you can do even slightly higher elevated temperature reactions over the boiling point where you cap the vial. Here's an example of many common vial sizes, like the microwave tubes or small 2-gram vials, for example, could fit in these.
And if you've got any kind of exotic vials that we don't yet have blocks for, feel free to send us a sample and we can get some custom blocks made up to fit your exact requirements.
It's an ongoing joke that we keep having to update our price list to accommodate more and more vial sizes as standard, because we all know that it's nice to have something off the shelf rather than having to get a custom part made. So both of us are both options are fine, and I'm pretty sure there'll be something out there that we've already had that's pretty close anyway in terms of hole size to fit your vial.
Yeah. So I guess we should probably talk a little bit about the Octo.
The Octo is the next generation, isn't it? It's the next level up from a simple block for your tubes.
Step up, definitely.
Yeah.
So don't be fooled, obviously we've only got one on the hot plate here, but you can get 3 Octos, the Octo Plus.
Pun intended.
So what we've got here is we've got a DrySyn Octo manifold head at the top. You've got 2 hose barbs, and you can attach gas or vacuum. Either you can blank one off, connect it up to a Schlenk line, or you can bubble gas through from a cylinder, and that will allow you to inert all 8 vials all at the same time. So if you do it on a Schlenk line, one tap does all 8 of them. which is fantastic. Quite a nice small space, small footprint, and they are all tested by our engineers prior to shipment, so they all show that they can hold a good tight vacuum below 5 millibar.
Yeah, in fact, I mean, this is the kind of the Mark II, even the Mark 1. When I initially gave it to some of our customers, they said that they were getting even cross-coupling reactions, quite air-sensitive reactions. They were getting really good yields from them, which is really why this product, I think, went on to be a success for those screening procedures. And it just saves you having to inert each separate vial on its own, for example. And all these, what I think is brilliant is customers, they've got thousands of caps and septa. These are standard auto sampler caps and septa. And really, this is every kind of synthesis lab, if you are doing some kind of screening, will really be a bit of a time and a space saver, yeah. I think, which is always valuable.
And I think the most important thing to hammer home is the fact that all of these kind of parallel solutions can mix and match. So if you're running some normal vials, you have an octo, you can run them at the same time. We've got some smaller flask inserts maybe. You can run round bottom flask reactions at the same time. These ones are a little bit too big for that.
But it doesn't matter. You know, in that unusual circumstance, that you'd be using some vials, a flask, and an Octo Mini. Maybe you've only got a couple of fume hoods in your lab, and you've got a wide range of people that want to use it. You can keep chopping and changing, make the most use out of one hot plate.
Perfect. Well, I think that gives a pretty good summary of the parallel options. Obviously, we've got high pressure possibilities as well, as you can see. But I guess if anyone has any questions or they'd like to get in touch with us about any of this, they can contact either myself or Aaron or any of our colleagues on inquiries@asynt.com.
We'll be happy to help and customise a package to your requirements.
Alright, well, we'll leave you there. Thanks very much, and goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.